Hello, all. Welcome to Lola's Entertainment News. This is a place where we talk about entertainment business, hip hop, and anything in between. So sit back, relax, and hopefully learn something before the day is over. And our first story today: does graffiti have a place in corporate America? Graffiti was once outlawed and seen as a terrorist act, but is now protected by copyright laws and the Visual Artists' Rights Act. This is a result of a demand of the art from consumers. Companies such as Coca-Cola and McDonald's have used graffiti in marketing since the late 90s. Now graffiti writers are creating brands for themselves and able to make profit from their aerosol art. There are three different types of graffiti known throughout the graffiti world: tagging, throw-ups, and pieces, also known as masterpieces. American Eagle Outfitters recently faced a lawsuit for using a Miami native a-hole's art in marketing and advertising pieces around the world. American Eagle Outfitters went as far as having another artist recreate a-hole's Sleepy Eye piece for an event. Graffiti is not only a form of art, but it is now becoming a new form of entertainment. We will keep you up to date on more graffiti entertainment news. And we're back. Cultural gatekeepers. Atlanta's Coalition DJs consist of 18 of the hottest strip club and nightclub DJs in the city. Coalition DJs have continued to mold and launch creative careers of many aspiring artists. For the last 7 years after starting this coalition, they continue to run the streets of Atlanta and breaking new artists. Atlanta being the focal point of hip-hop has allowed this coalition to become a serious force in national exposure for new artists. These people are charging new artists, a fee to play their music in the local strip clubs and nightclubs around Atlanta, thus skyrocketing their career. When the strip clubs or nightclubs in Atlanta play these songs, they become a demand, and in result, the radio stations must play these songs in Atlanta. Once the radio stations in Atlanta play these songs, the national radio stations begin to listen, because Atlanta has become a music focal point for hip hop. Anything that is played on Atlanta radio stations becomes a nationwide hit. It is beginning to seem as if the industry is turning into a pay-your-way type of business. Stay tuned, because I will definitely have more on this story in weeks to come. Welcome back to Lola's Entertainment News with me, Lola. Seeing white through rap. That's right, seeing white through rap. Robert Stein, a professor at Alfred University, is taking a new approach on teaching his students a black man's opinion on race and white supremacy through rap music. Stein's background suggests that he may have a deeper understanding than many from similar backgrounds as his. He is an advisor on many African American committees throughout his school and community, such as Students Working for Equality, the Black Student Union, and Phi Sigma Alpha, all according to alfreduniversity.com. Stein says his reasoning for doing so is because it's hard to teach white privilege and even more difficult to teach white students to identify themselves as white. He believes exploring white privilege is necessary because, contrary to popular beliefs, we are not in a post-racial era. Stein uses music video and song Hell Yeah by Dead Prez to illustrate this to his students. He believes looking deeper into why people do what they do and the reasoning behind these things will help white students understand white privilege. I'm all for it and looking forward to seeing many more professors adopting new ways of teaching and exploring other cultures. Anytime that can shine a light on the hip hop community and teach people about the hip hop culture and why it is the way it is, it's fine with me. Stay tuned for more on this topic. I'm sure there is more to come. And in the last story of the day, artists are finding new ways to make money from fans. Artists have begun to move past crying about fans not buying music anymore. As digital music delivery continues to rise, companies are looking for new ways to capitalize on its consumers. However, companies and artists are beginning to realize that new generation is not buying music at all anymore. The album release is no longer the end point for an artist. It is now the hook that catches the fish. Fans are not as willing to pay for an album anymore as they are a t-shirt or a concert ticket or live stream access to behind the scenes footage. People are placing value on artists in a way that makes sense to them, according to Ari Herdstand, writer for Digital Music News. We in the entertainment community must learn to change and adapt to this new era of fans. It is important for us to adapt to this new era, or we will be left behind and left with a community of artists that are not being compensated for their work. It's not the fans who don't value the album anymore. It's the fans who value the artist. They care more about the artist than they do buying their album. They can get their album anywhere. They want more access to the person, and we must be willing to give them that, and they don't mind paying for it. I know there will be more on this topic in the near future, so stay tuned to Lola's Entertainment News for the latest in entertainment business. Have a good one.